spending hundreds of dollars on anti-aging products and have yet to see lasting results? Well, before you shell out another dollar, you can't miss this. Today, I brought the ultimate insiders here to reveal the anti-aging secrets the beauty industry doesn't want you to know. Every year, Americans spend up to $20 billion on cosmetics, promising you new beauty solutions that turn back the clock. But how do you know what really works? What should you spend your money on? We called in two cosmetic industry insiders to reveal the secrets the beauty industry doesn't want you to know. Beauty consultant Laura Condon has worked for some of the world's most popular cosmetic brands for more than 10 years.
I've been working with beauty products my whole career, and even I was shocked at the lies that companies will tell you. I'm going to show you what you need to look for so you can find products that actually work. I don't want to see anybody waste their money.
Cosmetic chemist Perry Romanowski has been inventing and testing cosmetic products for over 20 years. He says that people are paying a high price for beauty.
I see people shelling out big bucks for beauty products that I know don't work any better than the $5 products they can buy at the local drugstore. What I can teach you will change the way you shop.
Cosmetic chemist Perry Romanowski and beauty consumer watchdog Laura Condon are here to uncover what the beauty industry does not want you to know. Secret number one. There is no such thing as a facelift in a bottle. No matter what you guys desire, the reality is it is all hype. Laura, what's the reality?
As much as we would love to believe all the hype and the dreams, there is nothing in the world that will ever surpass lasers, cosmetic surgery, dermal fillers. There's nothing that is that firming. I mean, if it were, I would be wearing it on more than just my face. Let's be real. So it does not exist.
You're a cosmetic chemist, Perry. What's the reality? Well, you've examined hundreds of these creams. What do these products have?
The reality is that these products are all pretty good moisturizers, and they have active ingredients that if they could get down low enough into the skin, they could actually have an effect. But the truth is these products will stay on the surface of the skin, and they don't get down to the dermis of the skin where they need to have their effect.
Both my experts agree there's an anti-aging ingredient that comes the closest to fighting age. Laura, what is it?
That is Retin-A. And Retin-A was first used as an acne ingredient on the skin. It would clear it up, the acne, work on fine lines. And so as they started working with it, they noticed, wow, my skin's looking really great. So then they just became a superstar in the anti-aging field.
So let me show you all why Retin-A is so important, why it's better than those other firming creams you might be thinking of buying. Come on over and I'm going to demonstrate this with all of us. So this is what your skin looks like. It's a very thin layer. And beneath this layer, what gives it the bounciness, the ability to look so young and vital, is the fact that it has springs. But in reality, these springs are made up of collagen, of fibrinogen. As we age, these springs begin to weaken. And they weaken because we push on them, we abuse them, and sometimes we eat the wrong things. So just like these pliers would represent what you're doing inside your body, you'd actually be breaking away pieces of collagen and fibrinogen. And they don't reform themselves because these firming creams cannot get through the superficial layer of your skin, so you end up with a big gap here. Now, what happens when you have this big gap? When the skin tries to heal, you end up with this problem. Now you've got a big gap down there. That's called a wrinkle, right? And you don't like that, all right? And you like to be able to find something that actually gets down there and changes that. What most creams do is they get stuck in the surface, as was outlined by both the experts. So what we want to do is take something like Retin-A, which literally removes areas that are damaged, and because it penetrates through the skin, it has the unique ability to actually replace that part of the skin that's been damaged. New fibrinogen, new collagen. It encourages production of material that allows the skin to regain that youthful appearance it had when you were younger and you still want to have today. Did I get it right, Perry?
Yep.
All right. The second big myth that's addressed this is that dermatologist approved is not industry standard and is not an official statement. Perry, decode what that means then. What does it mean when a dermatologist has approved the product?
Well, it does mean that a dermatologist has approved it, but that really just means one dermatologist was paid by the company who created the product to test it and say that it is approved. That doesn't mean all dermatologists approve the product, just the one that was paid to do it.
You were kidding me.
Yep.
Yeah, I still I feel duped. I mean, it seems like it's such a big deal. It means it's like a whole bunch of dermatologists you would think. Okay, secret number 3 is that hypoallergenic does not protect you from breakouts or, in reality, allergic reactions. Perry, how is that? I mean, how can the beauty industry label something hypoallergenic if it's not?
Well, the truth is the term hypoallergenic was looked at by the government, and it's what we call a puffery claim. So really any company can make a hypoallergenic claim on their product, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be hypoallergenic or prevent breakouts or allergic reactions.
Puffery? A puffery claim?
A puffery claim is just a claim that doesn't really mean anything. It just sounds good. And the beauty industry uses lots of different puffery claims.
Yeah, but that phrase means something to me. I mean, when someone says it's hypoallergenic, it means it's hypoallergenic.
Well, that's the idea is that it means something in the minds of the people who hear it. But legally, hypoallergenic doesn't mean anything.
So, Lori, how do you know which ingredients that you're looking for as warnings that they may actually have allergic problems for you?
Usually it's going to be fragrance is a really big one.
Yeah.
SD alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, and lanolin is also another one that can be very irritating.
Okay.
Just remember, just because something says on the bottle that it's hypoallergenic, you can still have a reaction to it.
That's why I say, you know, poison ivy is all natural, but try putting that on your face. Not going to be good.
Secret number 4, eye creams are just glorified moisturizers. I got to say, every magazine that I read insists that you buy them. Perry, you argued that we're actually wasting our money.
Well, if you look at an eye cream, if you look at the ingredients in it, eye creams are really just moisturizers in half the size bottles and twice the price. And if you go through,
That's right.
go through and compare a moisturizer to an eye cream, and you can see the ingredient lists are very much the same.
So we actually did this. You challenged us with this task. And so I'm going to show you 2 different products. One's an eye cream, one's a moisturizer. Look at these. This is the first 14 ingredients on this list you're looking at. They're identical with one difference. Right? The last thing on the list. Everything else is identical. No difference whatsoever, which is stunning. So what do you find works for those fine lines around their eyes?
Something that has vitamin A in it, retinol, or of course retinol palmitate may even have an effect too.
Right. And secret number 5, this one is one that a lot of you fall prey to, is that false eyelashes are used in mascara ads. Laura, how is it possible that the beauty industry gets away with this?
It is mind-blowing and so frustrating because you see these ads and the lashes look beautiful and it's just a complete cosmetic fantasy that mascara is ever going to give you the look of false lashes or lash extensions.
So as we age, and we all have experienced this, our eyelashes grow at a slower pace. That means they actually thin out a little bit in appearance. So what can we do to make our lashes look the best they can possibly look?
Well, to make them look the best, my rule number 1 is always use a primer. A primer is going to make it really look fuller and more voluminous and longer, and it's going to then double it over with your actual mascara.
Can you show us, Carrie from our audience is here. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank you for volunteering. So
Okay.
let's see, maybe we can do one of her eyes.
We'll do one eye so you can see the difference, like, you know, really, really quick. So I'm going to take this primer. Usually it comes on the opposite end. Usually it's white as well, if you close your eye a little bit. And I have a technique that I use called rock and roll. So I put the brush in her lashes, and I rock it back and forth and roll it as I'm doing it. And I do it on the back of her lashes first, and then I rock and roll on the front of her lashes to really coat that in there. And you can do, really, technically, as many layers as you want. But we just did it really quick. And then I'm going to take that mascara, let it dry for a second, and I'm going to do the rock and roll on the back of her lashes here.
Let's find
But,
out if
I
it's
mean-
worth making the investment. So
Yeah.
if you don't mind, look at that camera right there.
And that's just one coat of mascara.
Oh, my goodness.
Back and
That
forth.
is a big
and look, she has
difference.
an eye lift.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. And remember to check back often to see what's new.